How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another rebuilding video, and this is we're doing the Brooklyn Nets. I really don't know what way I want to do the rebuilds. I just picked the Nets. The first one we did was the 76ers, and here's the Nets. So in the description, I'm going to have a straw poll, and I want you guys to help me pick what team or what order we're going to rebuild teams in, because we had 30 new teams to rebuild in 2K17, and I'm thinking about doing 30 days of rebuilding. So I'll have one rebuilding video up a day for 30 days, and also with other my team, my career, my GM videos. So that's the way I'm thinking, at least. And right now we're doing Brooklyn Nets. So in the description, go ahead and vote. Your vote counts, man. Remember that. Your vote counts. So Brooklyn Nets. You guys know the roster, man. They did a couple things this offseason, signing Jeremy Lin, Luis Scola, Trevor Booker. They got Karis LeVert in the draft. Like they made a couple moves. None of them really extremely nice, but they're trying their best to stay relevant when their team is so bad and when they don't have many draft picks. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to trade Brook Lopez. Right off the bat, we're going to trade Brook Lopez. And hopefully, I would like to get a first round pick in exchange, but if we can get a nice player in exchange, that would be good too. Jay Crowder will be nice, but we already have some okay small forwards. You can pick up Mike Conley, which is not the best. I like Hassan Whiteside, but offensively, Hassan's not nearly as close as Brook Lopez, so don't think I want to do that either. There's got to be a trade in here somewhere. If not, I'm going to manually create a trade because that's something I haven't really done yet in 2K17, so I want to see how good I can be at that. And I'm not seeing any trades, so let me try to manually put one together. I'm going to do this trade to pick up Bradley Beal and Otto Porter. We're trading Brook Lopez, Karis LeVert, and Randy Foye. Karis LeVert, I really don't like that his injury history. I'm afraid of it, honestly. In 2K, it doesn't like it, but he's had some foot injuries in the past. I'm pretty sure it was his foot, but either way, I feel like he'd get injured pretty easily. Randy Foye, he's a throwaway player, 33 years old, and Brook Lopez is the guy we're trying to trade. I mean, I manually drew this up. I don't know if they're going to accept it, so there it is. All right, we put it together. So now we have Bradley Beal, and I like Bradley Beal's potential in this game. I've simulated a game before or a season before with another team. Bradley Beal's overall jumped up to like an 82 after 1 year. I just have to keep him healthy. That's the main thing. He has to stay healthy. So that's like my big challenge right now. So yes, we have Justin Hamilton starting at center, but it is what it is, man. I would love to try to get together and get my pick back, my first round pick, because I know this year is going to suck. So let's see if I can trade finder my pick. I think, the 76ers have my pick, right? Let's see that. Nets pick. No, it's a second rounder. We got to see who has our pick, man. Oh, right. It's Boston. And they don't want anything in return. So I don't know if we're going to get that pick back. I can try to draw something up. I'm going to try to draw something up. But if I can't, I'll be back. All right. So I couldn't put together a trade to get our pick back. So that kind of sucks. But this is the rotation we're running with for the first season, at least. I may trade Otto Porter somewhere down the line. Either Otto Porter or Bogdanovich. I think that's Bogdan. It's so many of them. Jeez. Bogdanovich or one of these small forwards has to go. I can't trade Otto Porter just yet because we just traded for him. We got to wait a couple months. So I'm just going to go to the All-Star break and then we're making one more trade at least. All right. So we're sitting at 16-40. We actually started off the season very well. As you can see, better than I expected. 1-2, we had a couple wins in the first couple weeks and I was like, maybe we could be good this year, but then we fell terribly. And wow, that's one of the reasons we can't stay healthy. Jeremy Lin is out for the season. Sean Kilpatrick's out for a couple months. And then Bradley Beal, the guy we needed to stay healthy, is out too. So that's not good at all. He's played just 21 games so far this season. So that's terrible. But, it is what it is, man. Let's see what Brook Lopez is doing. Is he doing good things in his new home? He's averaging 15 points per game, which is lower than what he did last year. Okay. Now we can try to make a trade. One of these small forwards has to go. Let's go trade finder. What is Bradley Beal? Or not Bradley Beal. Otto Porter's averaging 12. That's pretty good, man. I'm going to keep him. Rondé's averaging pretty good. Where's that one guy? Where's the other guy? What is he averaging? 18. Wow. All right. Let's see what we can get for him. I don't know how 2K17 works, but I think it should be incorporated where if a guy's having a stellar season, no matter what his overall is, any of that, his trade value should be higher. That's how I think it should be, but I don't know if that's even possible in a video game. Huh. Number 7. I'll come back to no, this one's a lot better. Even though I like Dwight Howard a lot, Rudy Gobert is younger. Number 10. Come back to number 10. Okay. We can offer some good things. So maybe that is the case. I mean, before when I tried to get a trade with this guy, it wasn't really much on the market, but and I also like Steven Adams a bunch too. It's between Steven Adams and Rudy Gobert. At this point. So let's go to number 10 again. Number 10 was the Rudy Gobert trade. We can exchange second round picks. He's having a season where he's averaging 9 and 12 with 1.5 blocks. And then when it comes to Steven Adams, he's averaging 11 and 8. I'm going to go Steven Adams in this trade. Steven Adams, welcome to the team. Both of these guys on 1-year deals, so hopefully you can retain them, but I'm willing to take that chance for this team. So we got some nice solid pieces in Bradley Beal and Steven Adams, because I do think Steven Adams is going to get better. Take a look at the rotation now that we made that trade. So Grievous Vasquez, Joe Harris, which is terrible, and then there's the rest of the rotation. So I'm going to continue to simulate, and I'll see you guys once the playoffs hit. LeBron James wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Brandon Ingram. Okay. Every time I've done a rebuild so far, it has been to Ben Simmons. So Brandon Ingram averaged 17 and 7. Good for him. Brandon Knight wins 6th Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron, Most Improved, goes to Nikola Jokic. So as you're going to get to simulating the playoffs, of course, we did not make it. We finished with 26 and 56 record. Terrible things. But this offseason, we're going to try to make some moves, man. I'm trying to free up some space because there are a lot of free agents on the market this offseason. So I'm trying to get somebody big to Brooklyn. So I'll get to that. I'll see you guys once we get to the NBA draft. All right. So here we are in the draft. We only got 4 guys in the contract right now. One of them is Jeremy Lin, who's injured. So we can't make any trades really right now. We got the 13th pick from the Celtics. So let's try to package that and Isaiah Whitehead, who trade value may be a little bit decent for somebody. See, look at that. We could pick up Avery Bradley, but we already have Bradley Beal. Both of those guys are on the smaller side of a shooting guard. So we can't start both of those guys. DeAndre Jordan, no, we got Steven Adams right now. What else could we do? A new point guard. Darren Collins is not really a starting point guard caliber guy, but Jordan Clarkson is. Tobias Harris. Ryan Anderson. Okay, so now that I know that this draft pick and Isaiah Whitehead are worth some value, I'm going to manually put together a trade because they're offering us some solid things, but I feel like we can get stuff better. All right, so this is a trade we put together. Isaiah Whitehead, Justin Hamilton, that first rounder for Brandon Knight and Darrell Arthur. All right, so now we're going to flip Darrell Arthur soon. I guess we can't do it yet. I hate that policy of 2K17. We can't treat it like 2K16, but a $7 million deal for a guy like him is not really worth it. I think I'm actually going to trade Brandon Knight too when the season starts, but that's the best we could do now. And we still got some money left over where we can try to sign a big name free agent. As you can see, $32 million in cap space. So we should be good. I'll see you guys at free agency. All right, boys. So here we are at player progression. We signed Kyle Lowry in free agency. That was the biggest name we could get. LeBron struck out on KD, struck out on LeBron, struck out on Steph Curry. So Kyle Lowry it is. And that's not anything bad. Kyle Lowry is such a great player. So you see Bradley Beal overall did jump. Steven Adams stayed at 81, which is okay right now. Otto Porter got better. So we're going to trade Brandon Knight in the regular season. We had some roster fillers. The team doesn't look so great right now, but at least we got some starting pieces. And then next year, hopefully we get good enough to get into the playoffs. But, year number 3 is the year I'm projecting that we get to that final. So hopefully my projection is right. I guess only time will tell. All right, guys. So we're going to make this trade. Brandon Knight for Derek Favors. We're swapping first round picks. That's fine with me. But we're going to make this trade because our starting small forward or power forward right now is kind of trash. And we're 16 and 8 at this point. So we're doing good things. We're getting an achievement that says total confidence. What is this? Swap picks. Okay. So let me show you the new rotation now. Because Brandon Knight, he was all right. Our starting power forward at first was Darrell Arthur. That's not going to cut it. You see his numbers? That's not going to cut it. Now Derek Favors slides in there just fine. So we got Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Derek Favors, and Steven Adams. And we're playing really solid. So actually, I can actually see us making the playoffs this season. I can honestly see us making the playoffs this season. And we did just trade for a guy on the 1-year deal in Derek Favors, right? 1-year deal, 12 mil. Hopefully he'll side back. But I guess we just got to go through that in the offseason and hope that he does. Somewhat loyal. I need to make a decision before okay. Free agency might be the way for me. We'll see if he actually decides to walk. But right now we're winning games, so I'm not going to make any more trades. LeBron wins his 2nd consecutive MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to that guy. 6th Man goes to Jaren Sullinger. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Draymond Green. Most Improved goes to Robert Covington. And Coach of the Year goes to Kevin McHale and Portland. As you can see, all the numbers are down from this season. I don't know why it did this. Let me show you guys. This actually happened before. Hopefully 2K patches it. But league leaders, look at this. Everybody's numbers are extremely down. And then if we take a look at the options, it's still on, 12-minute sim. So I don't know why everyone's numbers are down. But I guess it doesn't affect the video too much. So we did make the playoffs. We are the 4th seed going against the Boston Celtics in the first round. Hopefully we can get out of it. They go in game 7. Okay, we get at it, but now we're going against the Cleveland Cavs, who have LeBron. You know, they still got the team that won a championship last year. So, I don't think we're going to make it out of the second round. But if we do, I'll be, one more game. We get it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat. Yo, are we going to get it to the championship? Come on. 2 more games. No. Game 7, baby. And we got eliminated. Oh, man, we got eliminated. But we made it this far. And that's a good sign for next season. Next season is a year I think we're going to make it to the championship. So, okay, it's fine. It's fine we lost this year, number 2. No big deal. Let's go into the NBA draft and try to make some trades now. So we just put together a trade to pick up Jay Crowder. We traded Otto Porter and we swapped first round picks too. So we got some picks here, but I don't think we can trade these guys, man. I mean, we have a bunch of picks. I can manually put together a trade. I want to upgrade Bradley Beal. I like the way he played, but I just figured that, we could probably get something better. If we just throw in all these picks in Bradley Beal, we could probably get a superstar or all-star at least. So let's try to do that now. All right, we're going to try to make a trade for Jimmy Butler. Throwing a first rounder, see how that goes. No, throwing another first round. Oh, not Kyle Lowry. We want Kyle Lowry. Throwing another first rounder. Throwing this last first rounder. All right, so we just picked up Jimmy Butler. So yes, we did trade all of our picks, but like I said, we're trying to go all out for year number 3. So there it is. That's the last trade. And we're good. So we have Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Jay Crowder as the guard and the small forward. Power forward, we have Derek Favors, hopefully if he decides to sign back. And then Steven Adams at the center position. That just sounds good to me. Good enough to win a championship in my eyes. So we'll see if that actually happens. We're going to try to, oh no, they accepted their player options. That's a lot of money to send to Jeremy Lin. But I guess we could just trade him a little bit later. Qualifying offers. We don't have any free agency. Okay. Oh, we have bird rights on Derek Favors. So he is tested, but we can still throw him a contract. How much money do we have to spend? Not much. Not anything at all. So let's just keep Derek Favors. That's the goal right now, just to keep Derek Favors. We'll throw him 25 mil. In real life, I wouldn't like this deal, but it's 2K. We're trying to win a championship this year. So hopefully this is enough for him to come home. All right. So we'll take that. We still got to fill the roster with just some random players, so I'll do that and I'll be back. All right, so here we are. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Derek Favors, Steven Adams, Jay Crowder, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who I may be trading because his trade value is kind of nice. We picked up Al Jefferson to come off our bench for a minimum deal. You see 1 year, $1 million. Jeremy Lin, I may trade too, man. But this is year number 3, so we got to win a championship this year, no matter what. So let's go training camp. We're going to send Rondae Hollis-Jefferson to potential camp to raise his trade value. And then we're going to try to trade him and Jeremy Lin together. Maybe we can do that. So let's do that with Rondae up to an A-. Great. So I'll see you guys if we make a trade. 39-18 at the All-Star break. I decided not to make the trades I talked about a couple seconds ago. And Kyle Lowry's injured. That's a big injury. And Jeremy Lin's injured right now. So we got to make a trade to pick up a point guard at this point because we're trying to win a championship. And our star point guard is injured for, how long did that say? I didn't even get to see it. 8 weeks at the most. So let's make this trade, man. We're right at the All-Star break. We got to do something because this is not going to work. If we can't win a championship without our star. So let's, as much as I don't want to trade Rondae, I may have to get a at least okay point guard. So let's see what we can get for him. Looking for a point guard somewhere in here. George Hill is going to have to be the guy. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Ersan Ilyasova, first rounder for George Hill, and Gar Pierce, random guy. But I know at least that George Hill is he's a quality starter point guard. He's not going to go out and give you whatever Kyle Lowry was doing, but it's okay. It's enough to hold us off until Kyle Lowry comes back. So now we need to make at least one more trade to get a perimeter guy. LeBron James won another MVP, dude. That's 3 in a row in these videos. That's 7 total. LeBron is a monster. Rookie of the Year goes to that guy. 6-man Dwayne Wade. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year LeBron again for the 3rd straight year. And Most Improved goes to Boogie Cousins and Houston. All right. Coach of the Year goes to Ron Adams. And let's get into it, man. So we finished with the 2nd best record in the East. I don't know if we have any injuries going into the playoffs. Kyle Lowry is day-to-day now with a virus, and day-to-day for Jay Crowder. Both of those guys probably going to be playing. So here we go. First round should be a breeze against the Miami Heat. It was. Okay, so we went at 5. Next against Charlotte. That should be an easy one too. Oh, it was not easy. We went to game 7, but a win is a win. Here we are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that was the easy one, right? That was the easy one. So Sacramento, that's the team we're going against in the championship. So they got Melo. What? Melo, Iggy, J.R. Smith, J.R. Sullinger. This should be a walk in the park too, guys. Did they just make it easy for us? Let's see, man. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. We're going for the sweep. And we're going to simcast it because you guys want to see the championship animation. Okay, this is going faster than I needed to. Okay, that was scary. I thought I just blew it. And we may not even win this game. Slow it down. All right, we didn't win that game, so let's go to the next one. Slow it down. Ooh, let's keep it going. 18 seconds. We're jumping in, up by 2. Look at it. We got no fans, dude. We got no fans in the crowd right now. Championship game, game 5, not a single soul. I'm asleep. All right, so we did not win that game either. So we're simcasting it again. Game 6. We got to win this one, man. And we're down. We're going to game 7, boys. Oh, my God. Don't choke. Don't choke it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, boys. Oh, my God. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop. That's game. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, hopefully you did enjoy the video. There are the final numbers for Jimmy Butler getting the ring. Be sure to leave it a like and be sure to vote what team you want to see next. It's been the King of the Fourth. Thanks so much for watching.